Hello everyone, we're going to be talking about our oregano essential oil today. Now first of all, this oregano oil is known as a warm oil, and we should take some extra precaution when we're using this just to prevent some skin irritation. You should never use doTERRA's oregano essential oil unless you have your fractionated coconut oil handy. If you've been in contact with your oregano essential oil, never dilute using water because that will make it absorb faster and deeper into your skin, and it will feel like worse irritating feeling. Instead, grab for your coconut oil and dilute on your skin with that. So this essential oil could be used 3 different ways: aromatically, topically, and internal. Now, if you choose to diffuse this, your house may smell like spaghetti or pizza. So you're going to have that type of aroma in the air. If that's your preference, then go for it. Internal use, then I would recommend that you get your veggie capsules. They come in your doTERRA account. What they look like is they look like this. And what you'll do is you'll apply your 2 to 3 drops of your essential oil, and what you could do with this then is fill it up with maybe some avocado oil or an olive oil that you may have already in your kitchen. And the reason for that is that when this opens up, then you won't taste so much of that oregano. If you choose to use this topically, what I would do is I would get some fractionated coconut oil on the palm of your hand, maybe about a teaspoon. Then you could get a drop of your oregano essential oil, drop it into that fractionated coconut oil. You could rub your hands together, and then you could rub that on the soles of your feet or maybe your spine. Now, another thing that we also have available in doTERRA is we have the oregano roller bottles in the touch line already pre-made with the oregano essential oil and fractionated coconut oil. But if you would like to make your own, you could get an empty roller bottle. You could add about 15 drops of oregano oil into your roller bottle and then fill it up with your fractionated coconut oil. And then you could use this to rub on the soles of your feet, maybe your spine, maybe on your throat if you're coming down with a sore throat. That's another option, and that's another recipe and another tip. What I like to do is during the months of September through about March, I like to use what I call my immune boosting roller. So I just got a little label and I put this on here, but what I like to use is I like to mix 10 drops of On Guard, 10 drops of Melaleuca, 10 drops of lemon, and then I'll add 5 drops of my oregano essential oil in here. And then I will fill it up with fractionated coconut oil. I use this throughout those months just to boost my immune system. I'll roll this over the soles of my feet or along my spine. I also use this on my kids. Antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal properties. So this is also good for athletes' feet. It's also very good to support those healthy levels of candida in the body. It's also good for inflammation, so you can mix this with your frankincense to support those healthy inflammation levels. I'll give you guys one experience that I had with oregano oil when I first got my kit. So I had heard that oregano had properties that were good for bacteria. So what I did is I grabbed a cup of water. It was about maybe 4 ounces of water, and I added a drop of oregano. I added a drop of On Guard and a drop of Melaleuca. Now I tried to do some gargles with that water, and I'll tell you that that was a very not pleasant experience. So that was the only time I tried that, and after that I learned that I needed to use my oregano in my capsules or in my roller bottle. So next time you're coming down with something, pick up your bottle of oregano oil, take your capsules or make a roller bottle and start rolling, and I promise you, you will get better soon. Talk to you soon. Now let's talk about the emotional side of oregano oil. Oregano oil is very good when someone has those feelings of needing to control or being attached to materialistic earthly things. So oregano oil can be diffused to help with these emotions. It can also, you can also use it in your veggie capsules, and you could take it internal. Now, it's not recommended that you take oregano oil for more than 10 days at a time, just to allow your body to rest, and then you can come back to it. And I'm getting the information, the emotional information, off of this resource right here, Emotions and Essential Oils, a reference guide for emotional healing, and it talks about oregano oil here. So I'm going to read you guys just a little bit about what it says here. Oregano addresses a person's need to be right. Individuals in need of oregano may attempt to convert other people to their own fixed opinions. Their strong will make them unteachable and unwilling to budget. They hold rigidly to their opinions and their belief systems. However, oregano is resolute and has the power to break through a strong will and teach humility. On the deepest level, oregano dispels materialism and attachment that hinders growth and progress. While using oregano, a person may feel encouraged to end a toxic relationship, quit an oppressive job, or end a destructive habit. These toxic attachments limit one's capacity to feel a healthy connection to the divine. Oregano encourages true spirituality by inviting the soul to live in non-attachment, and teaches that devotion to a higher power includes letting go of rigidity, willingness, negative attachments, and materialistic. Some of the positive properties that it bring to you is humble non-attachment. Some of the positive properties that it bring to you is humble non-attachment, willing, and teaching and flexibility. Some of the negative emotions that it releases are negative attachment, being prideful, opinionated, stubborn, materialistic, and controlling. So oregano is the humility and the non-attachment oil. Oregano essential oil is also very good for skin tags. I'll tell you guys a little story. My husband had a skin tab on the bottom of his arm, and sarcastically, when I first got my oils, he asked, "Is there anything for skin tabs?" And I picked up my resource book, I looked it up, and sure enough, it was oregano, frankincense, and melaleuca. So I made him a little roller bottle. He started to roll it over his skin tabs. The next day, it turned black, and then on the next day, it fell off. So I couldn't believe it at first. I thought maybe he had burned it off or he had cut it off. I really didn't know what to think. But according to him, he followed my instructions with using the roller bottle throughout the day, and it just happened to fall off. One other idea that I'm going to leave you with is that oregano can be used in the kitchen for cooking. One tip of advice that I could give you is that when you are cooking, say, your soup or your spaghetti or meatloaf or your stew, whatever dish it is that you're preparing, is to only start by adding 1 drop of your oregano essential oil. Mix your food around and then taste it to see if that has enhanced the flavor enough for you. I will use oregano oil very frequently in my dishes, but I only need to add 1 drop to enhance the flavor. So give it a shot next time that you cook a dish. I encourage you to try using your oregano essential oil and see how wonderful your delicious dishes will turn out. The challenge that I'm going to leave you with, I want you to use your oregano essential oil in your favorite dish this week and let us know how it has changed or enhanced the flavor of your food and what your family's comments are.